Using the master slide feature of PowerPoint, I will demonstrate the following: how to change the background and text color of all slides, adding navigation to appear on every slide, and I will also demonstrate the linking features you can use to navigate through your presentation by creating a simple menu system. So let's get started. As you can see, I've got a blank PowerPoint title already called up. So the first thing we'll do is change the background color. Usually a darker background with a lighter colored text is more appropriate for online instruction. So let's do that first. So we'll do that by changing the view to the slide master view. We will then format the slide background to a darker color, such as maybe this blue, and then click Apply to All. The next thing we'll do is select both of the text boxes here, the title and the text box, and now we'll format the font, and we'll change the color to white and click OK. So let's go back and close the master view, and now you'll see that we'll have white text on a dark blue background. But we're not quite finished yet. So let's go back to the slide master view. And now we're going to show some animation features here. So what we want to do is put some navigation buttons on the bottom of the display. So to do that, we are going to insert a shape. The shape box comes up for all of the media. We'll scroll to the very bottom, and the first thing we'll do is put in a home button. So we'll put this, let's just put it where we can get at it readily. We'll put it right here. And we'll put in an advanced button here for the to advance the slide, and then a reverse button. So those are pretty large, so what we're going to do is select all three of them by just simply dragging a box around them. And now we're going to format and let's change it to 0.3 for each dimension. And then click OK. Okay, so let's put them in close proximity to each other. I'm just simply dragging, and you notice the Snap To feature really helps in that regard. And now let's select them and then move them into the footer area about midway on the display. Okay, so we can close out the media menu here. Go ahead and close master view. So the next thing we'll do now is let's just insert a few slides. So we're going to come up here and click New Slide, or you could click Insert New Slide. And so we'll do a couple of more. And you'll notice when I click into the slide, the navigation buttons show up on every slide. So let's title this particular menu, or this particular title slide, it'll just say Roger's menu, or you should maybe put your first last name in there, and then about the topic. So that's probably enough for the title slide. So we're going to call this first slide, or the second slide actually, the menu system. And then we're going to put in links to two different slides. So we'll call the first one Training 1. and the second one Training 2. So now let's go to the next slide, and we'll call this Training 1 slide. And then there could be other links or content or explanation. Let's go to the next slide. Training 2. And there again, more content and such. So there's a couple of things we need to do now. We're going to set a link from Training 1 on the menu system page to that Training 1 slide. So we'll select the text. We'll insert a hyperlink. It's going to be within this document. And now we're going to locate an anchor for that. So click Locate, Slide Titles, and select Training 1, and then OK, and then OK. We'll do the same thing for the Training 2. Insert hyperlink. It's already in the document. Locate, Slide Titles, Training 2, and click OK, and then OK. So there's one thing that I'm going to go back and do. We have placed these buttons, but we actually haven't set the navigation to them yet. So let's go back and do that. So let's view the master, slide master. And now let's select this home button and click Insert, Hyperlink, Locate. And now we're going to set that home button to the first slide. And then click OK. So we want to change this navigation to the next slide. So we'll do Insert, Hyperlink, Locate. We want to go to the next slide. And then OK. And then finally, this button will insert a hyperlink, locate, and we'll want it to go to the previous slide, and then click OK, and then OK. So let's close the master view. Now let's run everything in presentation view to see if everything works. Okay, so let's click the next button, the next button, and the next button. Let's go click the home button, and maybe the next button again. But how about the previous button? So it looks like all of that works. So we'll do the next button, and now let's go to Training 1. And it does advance to Training 1. Let's back up one. Let's go to Training 2. And it does advance to Training 2. And go back to the home button. So what we've done here is use the master view for the slide, created a solid background with a contrasting text color, put navigation buttons on every slide, and then within the presentation itself, linked text to bring up slides as a text menu. So that's all for now with this demonstration.